Okay, can you hear me? Shall we start now? Okay. Okay, the topic for today is the art of doing nothing. My name is Chayanon, Monk Chayanon. Okay, we have mainly two problems of meditation practice. One is the process of similar to going to sleep. The other, the distraction created by defilement. So we have those two problems. Let's talk about the process is similar to going to sleep. We have been trained since we were born that when we are going to sleep, we gotta make ourselves relaxed, comfortable, and forget about everything. Then we go to sleep. We fall asleep and go to sleep. But in practice meditation, we do the same thing, exactly the same thing. Be relaxed, be comfortable, and up to a certain level, then we fall asleep and go to sleep normally. Practicing meditation are doing the same thing. But when we reach that intersection, we keep conscious. Don't let it fall asleep. See, in normal life, if we have some problem to solve, problem from home, problem from office, and when we go to sleep, we can't sleep because we keep solving the problem. We cannot sleep until we be comfortable, be relaxed, and forget about the thing. Then we fall asleep. So in practicing meditation, we do the same thing up to that intersection. When we reach that point, we gotta keep ourselves conscious. That's one problem. It's not easy to keep to keep you awake while you feel falling asleep. Sleep comfortable, relaxed, and you get falling asleep and unconscious. The second problem is the distraction created by defilements. Defilement work very simple, easy. Just make you think, create your thought to generate passion, desire, and our mind is very efficient, very powerful. It can think of 100 things at a time. So what we try to do is try to eliminate that thought, stop thinking. Whatever we think of, our mind is there. So the defilement work easily. Just click and make you think. If we cannot stop thinking, then we follow the trick of the defilement. The defilement comprised of greed, lust, hatred, anger, revenge. Delusion, prejudice, and many more is the tools of defilement. Make you think. Whenever you think, you cannot steal your mind. That's all. So the stepping stone to the meditation, first of all, give without expecting anything in return. If you give something away and expect something in return, that's called investment. You gain a little good thing, but it's a lot of greed, because when you invest and get 3% in return, you need 5%, you need 10%, it's all greed. So just give something away without expecting anything in return. And what do you get in return? Happiness. If you can do that, you will be happy. Forgive. If we can forgive, we can forget. If we cannot forgive, we keep remembering that bad experience, somebody hurt you in the past, you keep remembering that. And when you have time, you recall that and hurt yourself. The one who hurt you, they don't feel anything. Probably they already forgot that. But we keep remembering. Every time we recall it, it hurts. So forgive, then you forget, you will be happy. Sometimes people, most people think that I have the right to be angry. Yes, you have the right to be angry. But when you are angry, you hurt yourself, not others. The next one is observe precept. 5 precepts is enough. Not to kill, not to steal, not to do the adultery, not to tell lies, not to consume drugs. And then if we can slow down those tools from the defilement, when we practice meditation, it's much easier to make your mind still. All you have to do is to still your mind, stop thinking. The rest will be done by itself. Uh, when, when, we, when we go rowing the boat without knowing where to go, what do you think that the guy will row upstream or row downstream? Most of people that don't know where to go, what the destination is, they will try to row the boat upstream because they're afraid of going somewhere downstream, and then it's hard to get back to the where we start. But if you know that the destination is somewhere in downstream, all you have to do is to control your boat. You don't have to row it to control the boat. That's all. This is the art of doing nothing. Why you still your mind? See, comfortable, relax. On the other side, be mindful, keep conscious. If you too comfortable, relax, then you fall asleep. When you get into deep sleep, then you're unconscious. On the other hand, if you are too serious with mindfulness, you will fall into those uh, ocean of problem, ocean of thoughts. All arts require a specific skill. In painting, it's require a specific skill, right? Sculpture will require a specific skill. Music, you require specific skill. So the art of doing nothing also requires skills. First of all, be comfortable and relax. That's kind of skill that you try to accomplish. Then eliminate all thoughts. If you cannot stop thinking, your minds wander somewhere, and you can concentrate on meditation. Keep conscious. Keep conscious. If you cannot keep your conscious, you fall asleep and get into deep sleep, and you cannot go on meditating. When after meditate, gotta be consistent. Not once a year or not once a month, but do it every day. Keep consistent. Do it every day to accumulate your skills. We're talking about mindfulness. If at the beginning, if we don't be mindful, then we fall asleep. If we too much mindfulness, then we follow our thought and keep thinking everything pop up to your mind. Then you find an object to focus on. It can be a clear crystal ball or whatever you can easily think of, but don't choose the one that lead you to some other thoughts. A clear crystal ball is clear. It cannot lead you to something else. If it's colored crystal ball, blue may lead to some thought. Yellow may lead to some thought. Red may lead to some thought. But this is clear crystal ball. And some mantra keep reciting mantra to occupy your talkative mind. So mindfulness is kind of attention in the present moment without judgment, without judgment. Just pay attention and no judgment. Some technique to focus on breathe in, breathe out, and some technique to keep focus on the center of your body. But this is technique help in practice meditation. But when your mind getting still up to a certain level, you don't need mantra, you don't need object, you don't need mindfulness. You don't need center of the mind. And you don't need to control your breathe in, breathe out. Preparing for the meditation. Before we get into practicing meditation, there are two things that we should take care of. It eliminates some defilement before we go into the meditation. After we do those three things, we gain merits. In worldly aspect, we call virtue. In Sanskrit and Pali, we call punya. And those two, that thing generate happiness. When you are happy, the happiness will show up on your eye, your face, your speech, your action, and lead to success in the end. Generosity giving of material object, just give and no expectation to get something in return. Just giving away something, giving away without expect anything in return. Giving of worldly knowledge. You learn something, share that to all. You will gain merit. Giving of spiritual knowledge. Whatever you learn from the wisdom taught, and tell others. Don't keep it for yourself. The more you give, the more you get back. Share loving kindness and merit. When you gain loving kindness, you gain merit. Share that to all people around you, to all beings. Don't be stingy. with your merit, because the more you give, the more you get back. Not like money. If you have $100, you give away 50, you have 50 left. But not for the merit. If you have 100 units, you give away 50 to this one, 50 to this one, 100 to this one, you will have at least 100, but you get more in return. And remember, the units of merit, it's a kind of pure energy. It doesn't count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but it counts exponential way. 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64, 128. Not so far, it reached 1 million, right? The last one is forgiving. Forgive, you gain, you also cultivate merit. So forgive, forget, not only forget, but you gain merit in return. Now, moral conduct, observing precept. Refraining from killing any living being. Refraining from taking what does the owner not give. Refraining from committing sexual misconduct. Refraining from telling lies. And refraining from taking any intoxicant or drugs. So we try to replace wandering and sleepy mind with an object and mantra. An object and mantra. When we reach a certain level of stillness, we don't need those object and mantra. At a certain level of stillness, the mind will automatically regain its power or wisdom. I use the word regain because we used to have that power, but we have lost it because of the defilement. They, take away those power. Still our mind and regain the power of the mind. It's not too easy. It's not too easy, but not too difficult to achieve. Before we end this session, I like to show you, maybe sometime in the future I will try to explain this more, but about the right mindfulness. It's one out of 8 full part, which is the stairway to cessation of suffering. We have right view, right thought, right speech, right action, right livelihood, right effort, right mindfulness, into the center of right concentration, which is practicing meditation. I try to find time to talk about this in the next session. Okay, that's it for today.
สาธุค่ะ